Welcome back to another video of Tech and Navi. Today we'll be going over 1 week preparation kit from HackerRank. We're on day number 2, and the problem that we'll be doing today is called lonely integer. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Given an array of integers where all elements but one occur twice, find the unique element. So essentially we'll be given an array, and this array has a bunch of integers and elements, and all these integers occur twice except one, and that's going to be called the unique elements. In this example, it's going to be number 4 because all other elements occur twice. As you can see, 2, 2, 3, 3, 1, 1. So number 4 is a unique element as it only occurs once. And then we want to go ahead and return that element. So to do this, it's a pretty simple question. We're going to go ahead and by making 2 variables. We're going to first call this first one sum of, let's call it sum of arrays. Let's call it sum of arrays. And what this element or this variable is going to do for us, it's going to take the sum of the set values in A. So what set does is essentially goes through the array and it finds pairs and tuples inside of the A array and essentially makes it synchronous and creates one value returned for each element inside the array. So to clarify that a little bit, look at our example over here on the left side. We can see that A equals 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. Set, when applied to the A array, is going to go ahead and it's going to find each individual number that has a specific bitwise function. So say like 1 has a specific bit code. That's what it's going to do in the background, but we don't really need to worry about that. It's going to only show us one occurrence of each single variable inside the A array. So if we were to go ahead and say, like, if we were to print the set value of A, and we're going to go ahead and run that, it would give us essentially each and every single element only once. If we go down, we can see the debug output 1, and if we go into this sample case where the input is 1, 1, 2, 2, you could see that it only gave us every single unique array or unique variable. Even though that 1 occurs twice in this, it only returned it once. Another example, 0, 0, 1, 1, 2. There is 3 unique numbers in this array, 0, 1, 2, and it's going to return for us 0, 1, 2, regardless of how many times they repeat. So by doing that, essentially, we're going to be able to utilize that to find essentially every element that occurs twice, every element that's unique. After we do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to make a variable called sum of A. And sum of A is essentially going to have the entire sum value of the array A. This is going to have the total sum value of the array, and what we want to do essentially after we've done that is we want to go ahead and do sum of array, the first element, multiply by 2, and then subtract it from sum of A. So this is going to give us our solution, because by using the set function, we essentially single out every single element inside of the array. And what we do here then is we multiply by 2. Hypothetically, if you think about it, if an array has every single element occur twice, then sum of arrays multiplied by 2 would essentially give us the total value of the array for every element if it occurs twice. But we go ahead and subtract it by sum A. Sum A is the actual total value of the array, regardless of whether or not they occur twice. Once you subtract these two from one another, essentially you'll be creating the difference between the two, and the value that you get returned back is the number that's unique. So if we go ahead and look at this test case, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, what this is essentially doing is, I actually went ahead and drew this up for you guys so I can explain it better. So right here, line number 1, we do it on line number 18. Sum of set equals sum set A. Sum of A equals sum of A, return sum of blah, blah, blah. So I had 3 examples, and let's go through the first one. So say example 1, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1. First line of code, sum of set, is going to go ahead and take the set, as I explained earlier, each unique variable, so 0, 1, and 2, and add the total of those variables together. 0 plus 1 plus 2 equals 3. And that's going to be our sum of arrays, or in this case, sum of set. Next, we want to take the sum of the whole array, 0, 0, 1, 2, 1, and that gives us the value 4. If we go ahead and multiply sum of set and multiply by 2, that's going to give us the hypothetical value if each value inside of the array had a duplicate, which would be 6. Next, we subtract 6 from 4, which is the actual sum of the array. That would give us the remainder 2, and 2 is the unique variable inside of a array in this example. Let's go a little more complex example so you guys can see it happen for bigger numbers. So say we have 4, 4, 5, 5, and 10 inside of our a array. We're going to go ahead and use the set function, and we're going to sum up the set values. So 4, 5, and 10 are all the unique values that occur inside of the a array. And when we go ahead and add 4, 5, and 10, 10 plus 5 is 15, 15 plus 4 is 9, so then we go and get 19. We're going to get sum of set to equal 19. Next, we're going to go ahead and add all the values inside the array, so 4 plus 5 plus, or 4 plus 4 plus 5 plus 5 plus 10, which give us the value 28. After that, we're going to go ahead in our last statement, return sum of set times 2 minus sum of a. So sum of set was 19, right? And 19 times 2 is 38. 38 would be the hypothetical if every single value inside of a was a duplicate, had a duplicate. So 38 would be the value if we had a 4 occur twice, if we had a 5 occur twice, and we had 10 occur twice. But in this problem, we want to find that 10 is the unique value, and since 10 only occurs once, 38 is the hypothetical of it occurring twice, and we don't want that. So if we subtract that from the actual sum of the a array, that would give us the remainder value of the unique variable inside of the a array that only occurs once. I made a third example. If you were to given a hypothetical only one element inside of an array, so say if you were just given 1, if you do sum of set a, you get 1, and then you get 1 again for the sum of a, and then when we multiply 1 times 2, we get 2, 2 minus 1 is 1, and then that's the unique array, and we return that. So that was Lonely Integer, HackerRanks Day 2 and bitwise question. I hope this video was helpful. Please like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps the channel out, guys. I plan to make more videos, and see you in the next one.